Here are 3 reasons why your wife doesn't care that you're hurting, that you're in pain, that what she's doing is destroying you. And I know it's hard. I know she seems uncaring, cruel, resentful, and just not the person that you married. You're probably having a hard time believing she's even capable of treating you like this. But there's a reason. And this applies to most cases I've seen when working with both clients and couples. And what's happening is reason 1, she's in pain too. No matter how shut down, no matter how unfazed she looks, it's probably a front. Behind that, she's probably hurting so much more than you can imagine. And she's been hurting a lot longer than you have. Time and time again, I talk to clients. I'm like, how long you feel like there's been issues? If they say a year, she said 3 years. He says 2, she probably says 5. She's been hurting much longer. She's been wounded much longer. Imagine the situation you're in and how you're feeling. Imagine feeling it times 3. 3 times longer than you have. 10 times longer than you have. That's where she's at. Right? And because of that, going to reason 2, she doesn't have the capacity to care about your feelings right now. It's all that she can handle to do this on her own, right? To be the force behind leaving, knowing that she's the one breaking up the family, knowing that that means she's going to have to go off and do a life all on her own. You think that's easy for her? You think she's not scared to death? You don't think she has guilt? You don't think she's constantly questioning? She's maxed out on bandwidth. So all these questions that you're bringing, oh, let's go do this. I've seen the ways. Let's go do marriage counseling. Let's go try this, this, and this. When she's already at capacity, are you surprised? She's like, no. She's like, I've already tried. She doesn't want to take on one more thing. That's why one of the solutions is to lead and take off things from her plate. Remove the burden from her back onto yourself. Now, the last one is she's afraid to let you back in. Right? Because if she opens up, if she shows that she's cared about you, that she cares that you're in pain, that she wants to support you, that's going to open her up. That's going to require her to be vulnerable. That's going to give you a way back in. And she doesn't want to give you a way back in. Right? She knows that if she lets that in, she's going to find herself back in this situation a year, 2 years, 3 years, and she has to restart this whole process. Whether that's true or not, that's what's going on in her head. So for those reasons, she can't care, right? Cognitively, she probably wants to, but she can't because there's so many reasons. There's so many problems with her doing that. And when we take that personally, when we make it about us, because that's all we're doing is making her not caring about us and making her the villain, there's nowhere to go from there. But when you can see what's happening on her side and you can meet her there, guess what that shows? It shows that you care, right? You really care. You're really empathizing. You're really understanding. And maybe, just maybe, someone who can do that can actually change as someone who can meet her need and she'll want to stay with. All right. You want some help with this? We have tools and support in our Marriage Recovery Center down below. Click on it. It's free, full of courses, guides, resources, communication stuff, all the stuff you need. And I'll catch you on the next video.